Yes, thanks for staying with us on the Sports Show. Ice hockey we're going to chat about right now, of course. Big championship coming up here on the 20th to the 23rd of October at the Ice Arena down there. We've been fortunate. Sam, Ted and Ryan have made their way in to say good day. Thanks for coming in, fellas.
Before you start, during the break, I said I can pick these guys just by looking at them, right? So Sam at the end, let me tell you how close I am.
Positions you're talking about?
No, just I can tell the way they play the game. So Sam, I reckon, very skillful, great hand-eye, a nice mover. Ted in the middle, smiling assassin. Looks okay, very solid, but rip your head off. He gets half the chance. This bloke here will just rip your head off just for fun. Anyway, mad as on the ice.
Fair call, boys.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you'll take it.
Yeah.
It's close enough. Ryan, the enforcer.
The enforcer.
Yeah, apparently.
Very good. Very good.
Boys, the state championships are coming up. We know the Vicks won it, of course, last time around. So we always like the South Aussies to get over the top of the Vicks. Let's talk about training first. The build-up to the championships in October. How many times a week are we on the ice as a team getting ready to go?
We're going twice a week right now, so normally Mondays and Thursdays. Then as well, like going to the gym and stuff as well.
Ted, how long's a session?
They go between like an hour and 15 each, and we focus a lot on just like a lot of teamwork and we do set plays and stuff like that.
Yeah, Ryan, as the enforcer, which has been tagged in the group here, mate. Some blokes, when they get to training, be it footy, be it basketball, be it ice hockey, when their role is the enforcer, they have trouble switching that off from training to game. Do you plough through the boys every now and then?
Oh, I wouldn't call myself the enforcer, but
But it's got a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
it does. But you do give it a bit to the training, but obviously not as much as you would in a game.
You know what, though? I reckon that it's the sport where, as much as we say, look, I think there's a lot of sports where you need a certain amount of courage, and they're high contact sports. And we talk about AFL, but I've been down to the ice arena a few times, and you can't get on that ice, or you won't last long on that ice unless you've got a bit of courage and you're willing to put your body on the line. Harnessing that together with being silky smooth as a team, the sort of time it takes to unite as a team. Take us through what are the biggest hurdles to get over.
I guess it's kind of different for me because I'm the goalie, so I'm just kind of down there doing my own thing. But I know for the boys, it's all about gelling with the teammates and trying to get the line chemistry right, making sure everyone kind of knows where everyone's playing, that kind of stuff.
As a goalkeeper, is it similar though then to a game of soccer or international football where you actually can call the shots, or?
Oh, not really. I just kind of chill back and do my own thing. Let everyone else call the shots.
Yeah.
So Ted, tell me, a defensive specialist for you, mate. You know, when they talk about footy, they talk about we've got the defensive coaches and the forward line coaches. Is it the same in ice hockey? Is there that pattern with it?
Not necessarily, not for this tournament. We just have one coach, Hayden, and he's just kind of focusing on everything. But then we have in our leadership group, one of our captains is a D-man, so he would focus, like he would take all the defensemen aside and we might do certain drills that he would set up for us.
All right, I've got to ask you this question, boys. Let's go through the teams that you're going to play against. So I know our first game, we played WA. Where did WA sit on the 1 to 6 rating?
They'd probably be one of the top two teams coming into it. They seem to bring a strong team wherever they go, so they're competition for us for sure.
And I'm just looking through this record here, and South Australia looks as though it's batting above its weight, really. When you look through, say, right back to 1993, we've probably popped up, I'm just off the top of my head here, it looks like a dozen different times we've managed to win it. So why is South Australia managing to be so competitive when you've got the, obviously huge bias in population against other states?
I don't know, there's just something special about IHSA. We just grind it out, I guess you'd say. We have a lot of heart.
When you talk about that, different styles of the game, so the Western Australia style of game, different to the South Australian style, different to the Victorian style of game?
They're all very, very different. Depends on the type of players you have. There's a lot of really, really skilled players playing for Victoria, so they can set up really special plays and stuff, and they cycle the puck really well. Whereas our guys, we just get a couple of goals and we really grind it out defensively.
All right, so you've got the up-tempo teams, you've got the grinded-out teams, and then you've got the ones in the middle. Victoria would sit where in that picture now?
I'd say up there as well.
Yeah,
won it last year, obviously, in Victoria. Every now and then they do have a bit of a struggle with travelling teams, but I can't see that happening this year. I can see them being a threat to us as well. So,
how much do you know about? Do you spend much time, scoping out prospective opposition, or is it all just about your game?
like we know a lot of the players, you know, in each state. Like I know a lot of the younger players in New South and in Victoria, so you kind of know who's going to come down and what to expect. But we don't really, you know, pre-scout for the tournament or anything like that.
So, and let's get you involved in the middle here, Jonas. See, as the quiet achiever, I told you what.
Smiling assassin.
Your role as part of that team, you know, are there certain elements you need in a team? Is it a mixture of, you know, skill and fierceness, or is it just more about the team as a whole playing as one?
It's like a bit of everything, really.
Yeah.
Like it does. Like there's definitely individual skills that do help get that puck over the line to score a goal, but then there's also a lot of teamwork. And like South Australia, especially, we focus on like being really gritty on the puck, like playing aggressive and physical. So like if the puck's in front of the net, we are gonna push as hard as we can to get that puck over the line.
Yeah.
So when you talk about the speed, what's some of the speeds you get up to on the ice? Because there's that explosive power, and then you're flying. You know, what do you reckon the highest speed you get to on the ice?
I've never really
Make something up that sounds really fast. We won't know.
100 kilometres an hour.
Wow.
Go
You guys
with
are
it.
explosive. But I mean, people sit back and watch it, and it's unbelievably fast. And so the impacts, of course, are damaging, to say the least. And obviously, everyone focuses on great fight. Watch the ice hockey. Oh, it was a great fight in the ice hockey. Tends to not be that many fights actually in the ice hockey, and people get more attracted to the fight than the skill of the game. So that explosive power to then try and weave past someone. How long do you reckon it takes to just develop that singular skill? Because we can all, you know, we get on the ice for the
or is
first
it
time. We can all.
I'd say we still haven't fully developed it.
Yeah.
Like it just comes with playing over time. Like you grow up playing with people that know the game, and you know, you just eventually it just comes to you.
Yeah.
There must be a way that you learn, you know, have great peripheral vision. You can see guys coming that you've got to get the puck to, and you can also see the guys that are going to hit you. Is there a system of riding the contact? You know, in footy, sometimes you see a guy just gets taken out.
Yeah,
you guys have got to be able to ride that.
You got to brace yourself for a hit. Obviously, you got to know how to take a hit, and
Yeah.
that obviously comes with playing the game. So, all three of us, I'd say, we've played since we were juniors. So we've come up playing contact. So we've known how to take a hit.
And each of you, so from, you know, a football mad or a cricket mad country, we can aspire to those certain levels. Where do you aspire from being one of the elite players in South Australia? What is the end game for you guys?
I think the most realistic end game is playing like top tier AHL, AIHL hockey, which is the national league that travels around, you know, most weekends and stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, a few of the really, really top guys here, they travel overseas to play. The guy won the AHL top MVP this year. He's just gone off to England. So
Yes.
yeah.
Mate, most people would look at the game and go, goalkeeper's got to be the most dangerous job. Is that fair or unfair? Because you're the one that's coming at you, and they're all coming at you.
See, people always say to me, like, how do you play goalie? Like, why do you want that like puck to hit you? But to me, it kind of feels natural now, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know why? He just sits back and does nothing. He just chills out, he tells us.
Well, yeah, well,
No, but,
Ted was saying he did all the work as a defender. so,
Yeah, that's it. He's got my back. No, it's just all about, you know, having good quality equipment as well. It's very expensive. Like my goalie pads are worth like $2,000. So
Wow.
you know, you can get a lot cheaper ones. But then, you know, protection-wise, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, and I reckon that's probably one of the biggest hurdles for obviously juniors getting involved in the sport, because, you know, with most, you get a pair of boots and a footy and off you go. But in your particular sport, you do need the padding, the helmet, the skates. There's a few hurdles to get over.
Yeah, I've watched it a couple of times here, and I've watched it in the States, and you've got to be close to the action because of the speed of the puck and the speed of the game. And you guys have grown up with it. Try and help the viewers understand how difficult it is to adjust to picking up the speed of the puck, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of players around the puck. It's a really tiny object when you talk about, you know, we can all see the footy.
You know
we can
what,
all
I
see
agree
the
with you
basketball.
100%, because I've been down there a few times, and you guys, like, they whack that puck so quick.
It's flying.
I'm thinking, it actually takes me a second or two to readjust to find out where it is.
Yep.
And the bloke's got it. And
You guys are away with it.
He's starting to move
Is
down
it
the
a
ice.
natural skill just because you've played a lot, do you reckon?
It's just
You
it's just
Ted,
like
you go,
going
Ted.
over time. Like probably when I first started playing when I was 8 years old, I would have no idea where it is. Like it would take me a while to be like, oh, there's the puck. But now, like I read and react to the play. Like I can kind of see where the puck is going before it actually happens.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, well, the 20th to the 23rd of October, you need to be at the Ice Arena supporting these three guys in the South Australians as they try and win back the championship trophy. We need to get to a break. Stay with us. Still lots to come on the show.